beaders. This is the tutorial for the Dazzling Diamonds Bracelet. It's the matching for the Dazzling Diamond earrings, which I have another tutorial for. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make it in this bronze color, but I also wanted to show you in several other colors that I have also made. There it is in blues, here it is in black, and finally here I have it in copper. So it looks good in lots of different colors, but as I said, today I'm going to be making it in the bronze to show it to you. This is a beginner project. It's fairly simple and pretty quick to make. It's also easily adjustable. Depending on what length you need, you can simply add or subtract components. For this project, you'll need the following: 15/0 seed beads, 8/0 seed beads, 6mm bicones, and Tilas. For a 6.5 inch bracelet, you will make 10 components, and that means that you'll need 10 bicones and 40 Tilas. If your wrist is longer, then you will need to just add more components. A 6.5 inch bracelet with a clasp will end up being about 7.5 inches. If your wrist is larger than that, just add another couple components on. Also, you will need some sort of a clasp. I'm just going to use a lobster clasp for this one. A beading needle. I'm using a size 10 beading needle. And some beading thread. I'm going to be using a 4-pound fire line, which is a 0.13 diameter. To begin the project, put on your needle 1 Tila, 2 15/0s, 1 8/0, 2 15/0s, and repeat that 4 times so that you have a total of 4 Tilas and 4 sets of 2 15/0s, an 8/0, and 2 15/0s. Once you have them all on, bring them down to the end of your thread. Leaving about a 4 to 6 inch tail, and tie a knot. Once you've tied your knot, this is what you'll have. It's the basis of the first component. The first thing you need to do is to get your thread from the outside of the Tila to the inside corner. So what you're going to do is, on the Tila that you're coming out of, you're just going to cross over and go down through the inside of that Tila so that you are on the inside. Alright, now you're going to pick up a 15/0 and you're going to enter the next Tila. Turn your work a little bit. Pick up another 15/0. And go through the next Tila. I have it at kind of an awkward angle here. Turn your work a little bit again. All right, pick up another 15/0. Go through the next Tila. All right, and then pick up a 4th 15/0 and go through the last Tila. At this point, you need to then go back through all of them to reinforce the corners so that your piece is a little more stiff. Once you do that, this is what you'll have. Once you've gone back through and reinforced that inner circle, you will end up coming out of one of these 15-0 seed beads. At this point, you're going to pick up a 15-0, one of your bicones, and another 15-0, like this. And whatever side you're coming out, in this case, I'm coming out facing towards the left. So you're going to go down to the opposite end, and you're going to go in the opposite way. So I'm going to go in towards the right. Pull it through. And once you've got it tight, okay, you're going to go up through your 15-0, your bicone, and your up for the 15-0, and then you're going to pull it through until it's tight. You'll see that it nests inside that diamond very nicely. Now you're going to go back through the opposite way that you went through this 15-0 initially. First we came through going this way, so now we're going to go back through this way. And we're going to go through the Tila that is next to it. Pull it tight again. Now you're going to step up and go back through that Tila in the opposite direction and through the two seed beads and the number 8. Now we're in a position to put on the first half of our clasp. And to do my clasp, I'm going to put on 3 seed beads, 3 of the 15-0 seed beads. Then I'm going to put the clasp on, pull it down. Then I'm going to put on another 3 of the 15-0 seed beads. 1, 2, 3. And now I'm going to go through that 8-0 in the opposite direction and pull it all tight. I like to go back through it at least 3 times to make sure it's really well reinforced. Now you're going to go back through that 8-0 and you're going to weave your way down to the other end. So just go through all those beads, the 8-0, the 15-0s, the Tila, the next set of 15-0s, pulling it tight, then the 8-0, the 15-0s, the next Tila, and then the next 2 15-0s and the 8-0. Now we're ready to start the next component. It's going to be the same as the first component except for one thing. The components will share this 8-0, so we will have one less 8-0 at the beginning. So we're going to pick up 2 15-0s, a Tila, and then 2 15-0s, an 8-0, and 2 15-0s, and another Tila. Okay, so the next two components are going to be exactly the same. You're going to add two 15-0s, an 8-0, two 15-0s, and another Tila, twice more. Okay, once you have your last Tila on, you're going to repeat what you did at the beginning and put on two more 15-0s. Once you've done that, you're going to circle back through the 8-0 from the previous component and pull tight. And this is what you'll have. So here you can see that the two components share the 8-0 in the corner there. All right, now you're going to reinforce it by going around all of the perimeter of this second circle. Once you've gone back around your second component a second time, go back through the first Tila after the starting point again. So that first Tila you're going to actually be going through now for the third time. And when you're finished that, then it's time to step up. So you're going to turn around and you're going to put your needle through the other hole in that Tila and pull tight. Now it's time to complete the inner circle, or the inner part of the circle. So pick up a 15-0 and go through the next Tila, pull tight, turn your work, pick up another 15-0, go through the next Tila, pull tight, turn your work again. Gets easier as you go along because you've got more of a handle to hold on to. All right, pick up another 15-0 and go through the next Tila. And pull tight. Okay, now you're up to your last one, so pick up a fourth 15-0, go through the last Tila and pull tight. Now you have a second completed diamond. Reinforce this and then we'll start on the center. After you reinforce this second diamond, go back through until you're coming out down at the far end. And you want to be coming out one of the 15s again. And then you're going to pick up a 15, one of your bicones, and another 15. Just like we did in the first one. And then again, you're going to go through the 15 at the opposite end of the diamond and pull it tight. And your bicone will nestle in the middle of the diamond. All right, then turn it so you can work on it more easily. Go back up through your 15, your bicone, and your 15 again, and pull it tight. Like that. Once you've done that, you then want to go back through that C bead in the opposite direction that you came out of it before, and then you want to continue on through the next Tila, and once again we're going to turn the piece around, and at this point we're going to pass up into the outer ring, you're going to go through the Tila, through the two 15-0s, and through the 8-0. Okay, so now we've finished two of the components. I'm going to show you one more. And so once again, we're going to begin here. We're going to share this end piece, the number 8 on the end there. So I've put the next round on my needle. So I've got two 15-0s, a Tila, and then two 15-0s, an 8, and two 15-0s, and then I repeat that 3 times, and then at the end I've put on 2 more 15-0s. I'm going to bring those all down my needle, and I'm going to sew through the opposite end of the 8-0 that my thread is coming out. All right, now I have my next component begun. So now I am going to go through and I'm going to go back through all of this component, and then I'm going to go back down and come out at the end of this first Tila in the round. Okay, as you can see, I have gone back around and now I'm coming out of this first Tila in this round. So now I am going to once again go back through the other end of that Tila. Now I'm going to turn it over so that I'm working in the direction that I like to work, and bring my needle up through. All right, now I'm going to begin adding my 15-0s again. So I'm coming out here, so I'm going to put a 15-0 in and go through the next Tila. I'm going to move my work around a little bit again. Now I'm going to add another 15-0, and I'm going to go through the next Tila. Turn my work again. Go through that next Tila. Whoops, I almost went through a number 8. All right, I'm going to turn it again. Got my tail caught too. And I'm going to go through the last Tila. All right, now I've completed the inner part of this round, so I'm going to just quickly go through all of that again to reinforce it. Okay, so it's reinforced, but I'm up here and I need to be down here. So I'm going to go around, halfway around the inner part of this round again. Make sure I've got my 8-0 there. Excuse me, my 15-0. Okay, so now I'm going to go through this Tila and the 15-0. My camera went askew. Okay, so now I'm where I want to be. I'm coming out of this side of my 15-0. So now I'm going to take a 15-0 and a bicone and a 15-0. And now I am going to go in on the 15-0 on the opposite side of my diamond, pull it tight, and now I'm going to go back up through that 15-0, the bicone, and the other 15-0. And now I'm going to go into the 15-0 that I originally went through, but I'm going to go in the opposite direction and go down through the Tila that's next to it. So I am now coming out here. And now I need to get to that outer row, so I'm going to go back up through that Tila, and through the 2 11-0s, and back through the 8. As you can see, I'm now in position to begin my fourth component of the bracelet. So I'm going to leave you to work on this yourself, make as many components as you need. The one that I'm making, as I said, has 10 components. It will make a 6.5-inch bracelet without the clasp. The clasp will make it about another inch, about a 7.5-inch. So you can add as many components as you need to get the length that you need. You'll just repeat what we've done so far as many times as you need to get your length. Once you have completed your last component, let's get back together and I will show you how to put the other end of the clasp on. All right, I have added on my last component, and now I'm ready to add on the other end of my clasp, which is a jump ring. So I'm going to pick up, I'm going to zoom in here a little bit. I'm going to pick up 3 more. Well, actually, I think I'm just going to, since it's a jump ring, I'm just going to go ahead and put on 7, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 15-0s. And I'm going to pick up my jump ring, put it through my needle, and then I'm going to go back through the 8-0 that is on the end. And I'm going to go back through that several more times just to reinforce it. And then I'm going to put in several half hitches, go through a few beads, put in a half hitch, go through a few more, put in a half hitch, go through a few more, put in a half hitch, and then I'm going to weave my way around some more and tie off my work and cut it off. And there you have the completed bracelet. If you like this tutorial, you might want to watch the matching tutorial for the Dazzling Diamonds earrings. There they are. Makes a really nice set. And please look for other tutorials that I've done also. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching.